Move that. Here we are, finally getting late.
I wonder if finally I miss my workshop so much.
Alright, let's get into doing some shenanigans. Would be nice if my troops refresh though. There we are. Alright, let's see what is going to happen. How you doing, Booty? I'm guessing that's trip. If not, unlucky. Welcome to the stream though, everyone. It's very late here, as you can tell. But we got 33 minutes, season summary ends, so we get to see what happens. I don't know if we're gonna demerge or if anything crazy is gonna happen, but we do have our notes. People need to get sorted out still. So at the moment, these are the TA members currently, so everyone's getting, like, you can see everyone in R1. Tomorrow I think they're going to be putting everyone into their rank, so if you're in R2 you go to TM, and if you're in rank 3 you get to join TA next season, but obviously they're both brother and sister alliance, right? So we'll see how this all plans out, how it works. So what we're doing now is trying to empty out this last bit of CP that's recharged up. See if we can get any good quick goodies at the end of the season. Nothing too crazy this stream. If you got any questions, you want to ask any builds, probably the best stream to ask. But we've done a lot this season. Nice overview. Killed every elite raid first, obviously. We've done the migrations. We're in Server 2 for the next division change, so it'd be interesting to see when that does happen. We're just waiting for it. But we do have tomorrow now, technically, because we are in the 24th in, well, in 30 minutes we'll be on the 24th. So we've got 24 hours. And we've got the 2 new heroes, new patch comes live. How you doing, Rick? How is everyone? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. And it's very late evening. What does this even need? 600k? How are you doing, Asteria? Nice chilled out night. That's what tonight's gonna be. Nothing crazy. If you guys want to see any builds, like I said, just give me a shout. We've got loads of heroes at 43 plus, so we can dive into any builds if we need to. Quiet? Yeah, it's a bit quiet today. Well, it's late, right? So you can tell it's when it's late, it's really quiet. But normally there's always someone online in this alliance, which is really good. So as you notice, like, we have max level chests, so this keeps rolling around every single day, basically. We get probably 2 of these a day. But we're level CL25. If you guys are wondering about the main, we're pushing through all the end game tech, and then we can start basically ending and finishing this forward. We need to do pathfinding still, which is fine. It's a bit of march speed. But we're obviously pushing for our T5 archers first. That's eventually what we're going to be getting. Let's watch this quick little, get it out of the way. This is really cool if you do watch these. This one to do with Kanara and Pan, they actually are talking about, as you just kind of maybe saw, the Celestials, because it's the first time these guys are kind of seeing these Celestials and like, what the hell's Atheist, like, you know, and they're actually like talking to them for the first time. So, and this is like Atheist's first interaction, and it's really cool to actually see him, like, it's the first time ever seeing him. So it's like their first interaction, which is really cool. Also, guys, you know the rattle spear that coming, this is Kanara's weapon, so we're gonna get some sort of artifact maybe in relation to her We don't know what it's gonna do. It'd be cool if it does some sort of damage reduction again, but that'd be kind of OP if you could stack that twice. But we'll soon see, obviously, when it comes out. What do you think is the what's quiet, the music or just like me? Because like I'm pretty quiet at the moment just because it's like late and I don't want to wake anyone up. If it's the music, I can turn the music up a little bit. Just let me know. The best pairing for behemoths. Well, if you've got, are we talking just like as an average Joe, or are we just saying like actually best DPS? Because if we're going for best DPS, you want to go for a Nico and Kanara build, or Kanara and Nico if they're both awakened. It's just because both of them reduce, especially when they're both awakened, it does a ton of damage. So when you look at both of these heroes, Nico says every time you have a defense break, obviously you'd launch 200 damage with an 8% chance. And Kanara's awakened is obviously when you launch a normal attack, now you have a 20% chance to defense break. So it's going to let you break their defense, obviously shred them down with the Nico. But if you don't have an awakened hero, most of the time it's going to be Nico Guan. He's like the strongest combo, but Nico and Kanara does beat it eventually once you get at least a 5-5-1-1 hero. Then she does beat the Guanwin. How you doing, Mr. Tech? Welcome everyone. We are very late. Well, we're going 26 minutes. And we're at the season details. Going to be our rewards, as you can see. So you can see here, this is when the new season begins. So we're going to get the end of the season. We're going to get all our rewards. We might be able to buy some stuff, maybe or not. But we're going to see exactly what's going to happen. So what is going to occur? We're going to get our store. We're going to get a nice little artifact compendium. Get some obviously gems. And when you get these, you get to spend them in this store. So for us, it's really good because we're going to get 10 legendary heads. So that's like the payoff for us. Obviously, it'd be really good if you could get more, but you can't. You only can get one of these. But then when you go to your common store, you're going to be buying this legendary ascension emblem. You're going to buy all this mana. And then, depending on how you feel, you most likely buy all the CP. And then you'd work back on the prestige, right? Because you can always get this prestige through the Dragon Trial. So you're not really wanting to waste this unless you really want to get a big advantage in the troop capacity maybe at the start or something like that. But yeah, we're going to see what happens. Because so far in the game, obviously I've recorded myself resetting twice. Normally when this icon occurs, obviously you can see there's a delay by, it's saying 2 days on the full reset. So if we go into reward preview here, so the new season does begin in 2 days, bang on 7 o'clock. So I'll be streaming that, obviously, like when that happens. But we're going to see at the end of this season now, basically, if we get to obviously get access to certain things. So because obviously in the beta we've had a lot of things open to us, but this is kind of the first time we're going to see with certain patch rulings if it's changed or not, you know. So if it hasn't changed, it's going to be kind of bland, unfortunately. But if it has changed, we're going to see some cool stuff, right? We don't know if we're going to demerge here. So we don't know if we demerge our kingdom, and then we'll go into server 2, and then during those next 2 days, it might, you know, matchmake us with another division. So it's going to be very interesting to see. Let's set another rally going. Let's like try and not be too AFK. How the crystals rewards? So you always get them based on the rewards here. So no matter what, you always get the same crystals. It's just based on like your first place. So if you're first place, you get more. Second place, you get so many, and then like third place, you get the least. But then the only difference that I know of is when you become like an officer or leader, you get some gems, and that's it. So you get some extra gems if you're an officer or leader. By, as you can see, like nearly 4 times the amount as a leader. But I'm not really bothered about this. But it's always calculated through your position. So if you're in rank 1, you're going to see how much you buy. Put it this way, you can buy this. You can buy this. I bought this, this, and this. And I think I bought these two. So you can buy a lot if you're first. So you're going to see it, hopefully. And if we don't, we're definitely going to be seeing it on the 26th. So it's just going to be an interesting stream. We're always wondering what's going to happen, basically, tonight. So why not stream it, you know? Obviously, I'm going to stream again tomorrow. Or, well, today. I'm obviously going to go to bed after the stream, wake up. Maybe do some morning stuff, but I'll be streaming again later on. Yeah, as long as you're in the alliance. The way this works as well, guys, if you're wondering, if you want to get the rewards, so you know any of these crystal rewards here, you must be in the #1 alliance, right? So you must be in, for example, TA right now, in order to get these at the end of the timer. And if you're not in during that time limit here, then you've lost out, unfortunately. And it's until this timer, guys. So even if you have, for example, as you can see here, this will end, your insight rune will end probably about a week or 2 before the end of season, possibly. It just depends on how they're going to structure it. But this will end like a week earlier. So you've got another week on top of this ending. So, shall we open the 10 keys we've got? We could be saving them for the 2 archer heroes, but we've got enough gems to deal with it. So, let's send it. There we go, legendary boys. What do we get? Nice. We got a Bakshi. We're hitting these Bakshis, boys. We're hitting these Bakshis, I'm just saying. See, we're lucky it's not daytime, because if it was daytime, I would have probably been screaming at that. Because we've been really lucky the last couple of times we've been hitting keys, as those guys know on stream if you're in chat. Let's see where we're at now on our Bakshi. So we're getting there. We've got 9 heads. We're going to save them. At the minute, our Valen, they could just, like, you know, in theory, do this, right? But this is, like, the worst thing to do right now when the new heroes are coming out. So that's why we've been holding off on whatever we've had. 32 there. We almost got a really perfect Nico. We could try and retrain him to get like 5-1, 5-5, but I don't want to roll the odds anymore. It's gonna be so hard to hit that. We've got our rally going. Gray's got we're chasing down another one. Our rally. When you realize your rally doesn't have enough troops. Let's reset that then. We could probably send something else. Should we send mages? No, no, Thingy's got my mages. It's sad. We're just gonna have to wait. It is what it is. Like I said, we're in no stress tonight. Nice, easy stream. If you guys got any questions, though, whack them in chat. Happy to answer anything. Any game related stuff, you can ask it. Let's do this. We were doing this on stream for shits and gigs because we've got so many of these emblems. We were gonna try and 2-star everything at least. We'll do this while we're waiting. Everything 2-star. The way do you guys wanna? Do you want me to explain artifacts? Because I can explain artifacts really well while we're on it. Because the way artifacts star up is a little bit different as well. Because you've got your greens. Obviously, each star obviously takes different material, but each basically level of artifact requires more. So this will require just 3 green tokens. If you look at a blue one again, if we level this up, and you'll notice this will be 6 or 5. There's 5 there. But if we go to the epic one, let's level up this one. So you'll notice now, if we do it, so that's 6 already, and then you need 2 more, and that's 8. And that'll 2-star your epic. And then if we look at even legendary, the garrison artifact. So that's 6 already, and we're at 50%. So you need 12 in order to get a legendary. So keep all of your, you know, even though you might be smashing out artifacts and you've got so many, you're gonna need them at some point. So just make sure you get like everything maybe like 2-starred, and then you might be able to get rid of all your greens then, right? And then once everything's 3-starred, you probably get rid of all your blues. And you probably only need to keep purples and above then. And you can start scrapping everything, which is really cool. But you gotta remember with artifacts, obviously, every time you star level anything, so even this, when this resets, as you notice, I'll keep my stars. And obviously your star level is in charge of your extra buffs, similar to like a hero, right? So, as you know, we've got 10% Legion Defense at level 10. So as soon as we hit level 10 on this, you'll notice this percentage is going to increase. So if we go up, there we go, we're at 10% now, right? So the XP bar levels up this marksman unit defense bar. As you can see, it's going up 0.4 every time. But then every level of 10 levels, now the Legion defense is going up. Yeah? So that's how all your star system works. And obviously in the later stage, as you can see, you've got your 5 and 6 stars. And your 5 and 6 stars, you get extra damage take. Well, you deal extra damage, and you reduce the amount of damage you take. And this percent is determined by the level of your artifact. So obviously, if you're an arch player like me, you might have something like a Shadow Blades level 4 already. See, mine's 6-star, and because it's 6-star, and it's got obviously level 4, I've got 4% on both of those, right? And you can see there again, it's like highlighting that because it's level 4. We're pretty good. So this is almost a maxed out, obviously, Shadow Blades. So I hope that explains artifacts decently for you. They're pretty good. You got to remember with artifacts, they're split into two categories. So you do have PvP artifacts and you have PvE. The PvP artifacts always have a rage cost, so you can see this is a 1200 rage cost. Different artifacts have different rage costs. This is 400, 1200 again, 600. So depending on what you're using, obviously has a different rage cost for PvP. But if you look at a PvE artifact, there's no rage cost, and because there's no rage cost, you can instantly use this off the cooldown. So just remember, you got a cooldown of 1 minute 30, same with any of the other artifacts. But once that 1 minute 30 cooldown is done, your match needs to still generate the rage to activate the artifact. So you still got maybe a 10-second delay after, and then you can trigger that, right? So that's pretty much all you need to know with artifacts. Obviously, I will go down some sort of rankings, but no, the stars don't reset. So that's what I was just saying there. So your artifacts behave the exact same as your heroes, right? So if you can imagine each one of these as a hero now, you've invested your stars and you keep the stars. You've invested the levels to increase its level and you keep that. The only thing that's disappearing is the XP, right? So from level 30, it just goes back down to 1. But you keep everything, and everyone's on the same boat, right? So you can then obviously start using it again as a main artifact, and you'll notice it'll be stronger because again you've already invested into it. So as you're using it, you'll feel like the buffs instantly hit. You know, it's really nice. Like even with your tech, right? You gotta remember every reset, all your tech status, guys. Like you've got to think it's impossible for you to hit T4, T5 every season. Like just, you know, it's impossible. So like you have to you obviously push your tech. By pushing your tech, you're inherently stronger. So on reset, obviously you can kill things quicker, you can gain more XP, so you level up quicker. So your experience does speed up the more your time you've invested in the account, and the more obviously research you have unlocked per season. So but yeah, no, it's if we look at the season overview again, if you always get scared, just always remember your season overview and your Augustone explains it. So just your artifacts levels be reset to 1, but look, their star ratings and skill levels will not be reset. So even in here it tells you like the information you're looking for. Same with the heroes, all heroes will be reset to 1, but your stars and skills will not be reset. Seasonal resets will reduce your hero power, level up your heroes to restore it for obvious reasons. Obviously, any item, you guys, you got to remember that its associated to XP is gone. So obviously your manuals, CP items, your dust, even medical supplies, because that means you can heal more and obviously fight or even kill more patrols, do whatever. Anything to do with prestige merits and dragon trials and policies, they just reset because these are all things that you would get throughout the season anyway when you participate. So it's a nice system, honestly. It seems a little bit of a grind, but you'll notice every time you do it, it's like each season you're getting rewards. So every time you complete dragon trials here, it's like I could keep going and get some new rewards, right? Even though it's, and these are the first clearance rewards is like extra for doing it, you know? So you can keep going and getting all the first clear rewards every single time, which is really nice to see. Obviously we haven't done all the scouting, it is what it is on this account. I've already scouted the entire map once and claimed everything once, so maybe on another time I'll do it. Maybe next season I'll try and keep on top of it, but this season was, as you guys know, towards the end of it, we've been focusing mainly on the free-to-play player account, right? So we've been playing on the Road to Glory series if you have not checked it out. Obviously the guys in TA, the Ghost and Kagan, the big boys, they all know what's been going on, so they're really supportive. It's been really good journey. Why have I not finished a Dragon Trial? Oh, it's just because I haven't been able to put the time in. But in my eyes as well, if you've noticed, it's like I generate so much income from this already. Like, my coins was nearly at 200k, so I've been able to buy a load of Indus tokens. But when you look at like my policies, like I'm over 6.3 million, you know, prestige, and I've got everything you need, what you would need, maxed out. So it's one of them where you get to a point where you'll realize like you don't. If you want all the rewards, you can get all the rewards, but and obviously it's good for you in Dragon Trials to max it out because it means you can level up your heroes faster and get to end game quicker. But part of me is a little bit skeptical on that now, since again we're getting that level 50 XP change coming, so I don't think it really matters how fast Dragon Trials levels your heroes if you've got it so much coming from your patrols and everything already, and it gets limited. So we'll soon see. Obviously we've got 7 minutes. We're gonna see if anything spicy happens on the account. If it happens, we might have to just reload the game just to make sure nothing, you know, has happened. So we'll see everything. But this is our little flame dragon boy. Look at him, he's so cute. Are you guys excited for the new heroes? The 2 new archer heroes? And we got the new artifacts and even events coming. Yeah, I agree. I've voiced my opinions on that level change to the devs. So like I don't agree with it. Like, so we'll see what they do. If enough uproar happens, you know, if you guys honestly, if the community makes enough noise and say, look, we do not want this in the game, they will remove it, because obviously they need the player base to be happy, because without you guys being happy, they don't have a game, and obviously I can't stream and have a job or like try to make a job out of it. Do you know what I mean? So you definitely need to work with your player base. So we'll soon see. They might implement it, because to be honest, guys, in our beta, in last season, even like not this one but the season prior, they did all sorts of stuff that, like, people complained about unions, so they removed the unions out the game. Everyone then complained that they wanted unions in the game, so then instead they added unions back in, but you only could have 1 union instead. So it was just such a weird one. And then like now it's like you could create a union, you know, you can see, but we're not in a union right now, because since everything's coming to an end. It's just so weird, mate. Like they change a lot in and out, let's just say that. 7 minutes exactly. You can see the new heroes too. Well, say we can see the new heroes. They come out tomorrow, right? The 25th. So if we look at the save mail on a system mail. Yeah, if you see, look, so these come out on the 25th. On the 25th, guys, I'm streaming anyway, because you guys know, like, the 25th and the 26th, because the 26th the new season begins, and on the 25th obviously the new patch is going to be live. So I'm going to be live streaming basically tomorrow and Friday at some point, and obviously recording the content for you. Got 4 minutes to go. We're getting there. We're getting there. See, the way I see it as well, I know obviously there's two heroes, so they might put maybe one of the heroes on the wheel. But I could definitely see one of... I could see Syndrion, right? I could imagine Syndrion, since he has the rally trait, being a strongest Lord hero. Because normally in Rise of Kingdoms, they've always set the rallies and garrison meta heroes are generally locked behind the strongest lords, because obviously, as everyone knows if you played those style of games, you always want your whale to have the garrison because he's got the most stats, he's got the best heroes, so it makes sense if they do it that way. Obviously it's a bit of a bummer to certain players, but obviously you've got to remember like what your role is. You're not going to be a rally leader. Maybe in the future you might be, or maybe if you're a spender, you know, obviously everyone's different. But if you're just talking as like an average player sense, then you know. No, there's no... You haven't missed it yet. You've got literally... We'll leave it on here, right? Everyone can see it count down. We've got 2 minutes. We'll see what happens. This is going to be the summary completion. So you can see there, like, details about the new season is going to be announced very soon as well. So we're going to see about the neighboring servers. We're going to see what the next season may... It might get announced, our next division, right? So what might happen is, for example, what I'm hoping is going to happen is maybe my account goes from SS1, this disappears. And then obviously we're in server 2. So then it's like we almost go back to a home kingdom. And then in the next day, which is today and tomorrow, it decides your division. So then on the 26th, when we start, which is 2 days, then, you know, we'll be in the new season cracking up. So, how you doing, Chief? From the season Tales, I've always not, as you can see, I ain't even done this one yet, but from what I know of, it doesn't. It just continues on, look. And you can even, like, replay them if you want. Like, they made this a change, that you could go back and replay your season. So... that gives you all the little tips there. Alright, 15 seconds, boys. Let's go. Boys and girls, let's see what happens. I'm anxious. I'm tired. Thank you for everyone who's been joining in, though. Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. There we go. There. Oh, so it's announced our next division. So it's server 2, server 6, server 7, server 8, and server 9. So it's automatically done our division. Interesting. Okay. Okay. You can't go on the rewards preview yet because of it. Oh, you can still. That's okay. That's good. Oh, so in 2 days, 7 hours, which we know is going to be our new season. So this is our new opponents. Nice. That's really good. Big news update, to be fair, for everyone. We're going to be able to put this in a video. So now you get to see, this is the next, you know, these are the next opponents. So for example, you know, maybe you're in... not server 2, but maybe you're in server 6, right? And if you're in server 6, maybe you want to join, you know, us in server 2. Or if you're in server 8, 7, or 9, you might be able to join us in server 2, right? So we'll soon see what is going to, you know, hold out for. It's only 3 days pre-season. No, it's 2. It's 2, look. So you get 2 days and 7 hours. And then you're in the new season. And what's gonna happen? Like, look. Dang. Everyone's online now. Everyone's chatting now. Let's do the freeze. Do we get anything nice for the freebies while we've been on this late? Oh, I thought it was gonna be it. Yeah, 2 days only to play in a merged server. Yeah, that's what we were saying. So the way they're explaining it, so this server isn't gonna end. Well, this season's gonna end. This server's gonna end. Our alliance is then gonna be obviously reset, and the map as well should change because we'll be on patch 1.016, meaning they've changed the links of the map, which is going to be very interesting to hear. Obviously, where we're going to need to start, and obviously what map changes are going to be. So when the reset happens, yeah, literally it's going to reset all of us guys, and we're going to start in a zone 1 again. Obviously we pick where our zone 1 is, but at the same time we're instantly in another merged kingdom against these guys. But again, with the change, you got to remember with the patch change now, if we go out, what they've done is they've made it so if, for example, you're in like Daralan. If you're in Daralan, you cannot get attacked in zone 1 by another zone 1. Like, you just cannot. These passes must be attacked. If, say, I control it in Daralan, Navula can only attack it if they go through zone 2 and then, like, come into Daralan through their, like, zone 2 pass. So, well, said Daralan, but we'll say Forgotten Lands, right? So, say we're going to invade Forgotten Lands, that's the way you'd have to do it. So, you can see no matter what or wherever you're going to go, it's going to send you into a zone 2 in order to get into someone else's zone 1. So, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I hope what everyone's thoughts going to be. It's not really exhausting, though. I'm not gonna lie, so far for us it's been fun because like now and before, for example, you like in the new season, this is how I'm gonna picture it, right? Let's just go through a bit of the assumption, right? When the new season resets, what's gonna happen is you're in zone 1, and this zone 1 is going to be obviously controlled by TAs or TM, so it's going to be controlled by one of our alliances, right? So we know we're safe in here. So we get a nice, basically first quarter of a season to chill out, power up still, gauge our enemies, work out what's going on. Obviously, talk to maybe new allies, ally with other servers, figure out what the plan is, and then obviously then move forward into Zone 2. And then I think when you're in Zone 2, this is when the first set of fighting might occur, because then you've got these other regions on the other side entering the same zone 2 to gain a bit of control, right? Because then the ultimate end game will be again to get into zone 3. But once you control zone 3 and you've got your main alliances in here, as you can see, it pretty much locks out and it's a nice chilled out zone again. So it's a nice survival of the fittest. It's almost like KVK every season. I enjoy it. If you enjoy fighting and you want action, it's really fun. You do have your times, like I say, to power up and level up and stuff. So we also have Kingdoms 1, 3, 4, 5 and 10 announced. They're going to be the other seed. There's been no reset, but there is what they've been. Just to remind everyone, they've showcasing the new divisions. I'm going to leave it on stream so you can, anyone who's popping in and out can see what's going on. I'll answer everything in chat as well. So at the moment, like we say, the season summary ended. Obviously we're going to get our rewards at the end of the season. But it's announced the new division, so the new kingdoms we're going to be against. So we're Server 2. We're going to be Server 2 against Server 6, Server 7, Server 8, and Server 9. So if we... And what we can do, actually, this is going to be a really good one. If we go to our account in Super Server 3 or Super Server 2, this is going to be in, I believe, Server 6, if I remember. We'll have a quick ponder. So this is another server. This is 6. Alright. This is 8. Oh, I miscalled it. So I know some guys in 8. So we're against these guys. Let's see. Hi. Let's see if they're ready to fire us into here. So we know Goat. So Goat in this server is a really cool alliance. I'm not even gonna lie. I really like him. Got Immortal, who runs things with Crazy here. Me and Crazy talk quite often when we can. Help each other out. He tries and sends me coordinates, as you saw, on fights and stuff like that, which is really cool. But these are going to be our future opponents, as you can see. Mr. XXX Immortal. Nice, strong alliance. 3.7 billion. The thing is with this thing, guys, you got to remember, they're going to need a multitude of alliances to fight us, right? So if we look at alliance power one last time, we're at 3.7 and 2.6. So in total, that's what, 6.3 billion power. And then you've got another 1.5, another 3 million, right? So you got nearly 9 billion, and that's your top 4 alliances there of this server. If we jump back into the main boy, you're gonna be like shocked at the power difference. Even in server 32, guys, you know everyone's going crazy. Even in server 32, I don't think they have the same power as us. Like, not even close. Like, I think we still beat them by 2 billion. So when we look at our alliance powers, just our top 2 alone is 10.9 billion, and this is the 2 main alliances, right? So these are the brother and sister alliances. This is who work together to try and compete, and at the end, you know, we give the reward split. We also have GRZ in our roster, and I think RK3 must be as well. It used to be UAH, but there might have been a bit of shifting while I've been offline. But GRZ as well. We love Mr. Uriel. Here he is. But we've got even our smaller ones are 2.8 bill, right? So if we added that to the roster, we're going into the 13, 15 billion power rankings when you come and add all our little baby in quotation alliance marks. So let's see if we can find another alliance. I want to see. So we was in 8. I want to try and get into server like 10 or something like that, right? So if I go... Oh, I know what I can do, right? I think. Let's see if I'm smart enough at 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's see if my scout, because my scout's classed as a server 4 account, it might showcase the server 4 groupings. So we can have a look at the server 4, you know, fight, basically. What's going to be going on there. Yeah, we know. Yep, so there we go. We are right, we called it. So obviously this was one of my old farms, basically. I never used it. It's just, it's here. It is what it is. But we can see in this category, we've got 1, 3, 4, 5, and 10, which is cool. So that's another category of 5. So we can see this next season, it appears to be 5 servers instead of just 4 or 6 like in our case. Because obviously our server was a bit of a outlier, because obviously we had all the beta testers, so we needed a little bit more members in. I wonder if any of the other servers have managed to do it. So should we try and see server 15? I wonder if server 15 has done anything like this. If you guys got any questions, smash them in the chat. We're almost coming up to somehow an hour. That's mad. I didn't think I'd be awake this long. Oh, and this is really good for you guys. So if you guys are looking at a new season, do you know what? I'm going to even record this and I'll make a video on it for later. So if you guys are ever going into your first season, this is what it looks like after you reset. So whenever you reset your account and you're looking at it, what generally happens is you and your alliance will talk, obviously, within each other and discuss where you're going to start out. So then when it becomes reset, you'll get this screen. You have to log out, log back in, or it might force restart you. And this is the screen you get to load in with. So with this, you get to choose your starting region. So we can go and pick any of these. I don't know where you want me to go. First person in chat, name a place. We'll start there just for entertainment purposes. But from there, obviously, then that's you're going to be your associated region. And obviously, you and your alliance members would all obviously appear there together, right? So you'd be rebuilding and working together to move forward. So Darrowland, let's go into Darrowland. Let's go into the 0 Zone 2 area. Yeah. So we are, so, and just like that, look, it's as simple as that. And the only thing that does occur, guys, which is a little bit different, obviously this server, as you can see, isn't at the end of the season. It must be coming towards the end, hopefully. So it's 16 days. So this has got another 2 weeks, and this is going to be going through the same process. But when you do drop it in, what does happen on the first day, exactly like you did do on your very first time into the game, you do get a 3-day, I think, peace shield or 24-hour peace shield to keep you covered while you're in the game. So you don't have to worry about anything like that in that regard. So I've pretty much showed you like the season reset then. So once you've got into the game now, what happens is you get your amazing, you know, those they're called Yggdrasil crystals, right? So if you know anything about Norse lore, you can probably guess where the names come from. The big Yggdrasil tree, which is really cool. But that's what happens. So you would enter the game then, right? So you're in the season reset, you've teleported in, and you have this screen now. So now you're going to be able to go to your shop, and with this shop you'd be able to buy any of the top. This is one of the, as you can see, one choice of any of the top. So if you really want to go for a rally upgrade, you can do that. If you want VIP, obviously you can do that. Speed ups, keys, you name it. But obviously the best of the best choice always, guys, no matter who you are, I don't care, you can argue all day among yourselves, but it's always going to be the legendary hero tokens, especially these ones, because I believe these legendary hero tokens, guys, are the universal hero tokens. So when you look at items, I don't know if we've got any on this account, no, but we can see them. So if we go to skills, as you can see here, we have 2 different tokens, right? You got your legendary hero tokens, you got your season 1 custom tokens. So your legendary hero tokens, guys, are worth the most. Why? Because they are available to all heroes apart from Husk and Lilia, because they're VIP locked. But any of the new heroes, guys, the 2 new archers that are coming out in the next day, any of the new, hopefully, cavalry heroes that are coming, and the flying cavalry hero, hopefully, that we're assuming is coming, you can invest all of these legendary hero tokens into those heroes, right? So just remember that. Try and use your Season 1 tokens as much as you can and save your legendaries as much as you can, right? So really good tip for all of you players out there. But we are bing chilling. Have you guys got any questions? Who's going to be the strongest? Let's see. Server 8? I wonder what the teams are going to be. It'd be cool if it's servers 2 and 6 versus 7, 8, and 9. Because if it is, I'd love to fight alongside Crazy Canuck and Immortal. Yeah. Interesting. What are you guys' thoughts? At the moment, it doesn't know. So what it's doing, well, at the moment, it picked our division. We didn't get a choice in this, right? It's picked these are the kingdoms that's going to be fighting each other. But I'm guessing it's picked for us kingdoms within the same, obviously, beta server cycle. So anyone in, I'm guessing, kingdoms 1 to 10 could have been hit in our division list, it appears. We don't know how they've worked this out, but it's the way they've done it. We didn't, like I say, no one gets a choice. We got rank 1, nice. But there's nothing in regards to it. You can see, like, my mail. This is obviously the latest system mail, so you can't see that they've told you anything. Oh, this was, again, just a really cool thing to remind you guys. I did win the Discord Tips and Tricks event, which was really cool back in March. So we got a bunch of little, as you can see, some rewards for doing that. So it was really cool to see them, like, you know, and you guys all thumbed up the comment. So without you guys' support and thumbing up the comment, I wouldn't have won the tip. So thank you for the support, honestly. Yeah, you've called there, you've got it. So basically a division, yeah? So every division is a division's their way of saying a KVK. Or so you're in server 2 and our division was servers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? So then at the end of season, what it does is it recalculates and it'll figure out a new bracket of servers to fight against, and it's for this time, as you can see, it's 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we don't know if there's any way to figure out who you're gonna get matched by, or if it's random or what. But that's what it does. It just, and we knew it was gonna do that. We just didn't know as well how soon it were. But this is 2 days and 6 hours or 7 hours. It's mad. I kind of like it. It means, you know, you can get back into the swing of things. And especially for us, it means it's going to be allowing us to experience patch 1.016 for the first time, guys. That's what's going to be even more massive, because you got to think it's going to be the 25th. And then, because it's going to be the 25th, you're going to have the new map update. You're going to have all these new updates coming. And then we reset on the 26th. So it's going to be very, very fun to see. I don't know if we're going to be the first server. We probably will be. But you can see that we're going to be, well, not the first, but, you know, one of the first super servers that's going to be experiencing it, because there's going to be 2 new divisions, right? So YouTuber cheat codes. I'm buzzing. I know I don't sound it. It's 1 o'clock. It's coming up to 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired, but I'm actually buzzing that this has happened, you know? Like, I'm actually excited. I can't wait. And if you guys are wondering about daily deals, late game, you get everything. I don't know what order it's going to be, but maybe it's the order you can see on screen, because it looks like this is the order that we've got in game, right? So we had Valen first, we had Kanara. So if we do get Nico next on our dailies, then this is the order. So it means you get Nika, then Madeline, then Emery's Fear, Bakshi, and then for some reason Garwood at the end. Even though no one's going to obviously buy a Garwood, but it is what it is. All our bundles are the same. The only different bundle for you guys is the Blaze of Glory. This one does give you the extra Legion reserve to train more troops. Apart from that, we're all Gucci, dude. Let's see. I'm new on COD. What happens after reset? Right, I'll give you guys the quick rundown on reset, yeah? And let's see the other question. On reset, was skill points go only into skill 1, even if other skills are unlocked? I asked because, yeah, so what happens is, if you look at, this is a really good example, right? So he's level 20, so he's got 3 skills unlocked. Obviously, I need this skill to level up. So in order for me to do that, I'm going to have to now level him. And as soon as he hits 30, right? So with 29, it's not unlocked. Now he's 30, and now it's unlocked, right? It's the same premise. So you keep the stars, and if you only want to level up this one skill, you just instantly start leveling, you know, start skilling into it. But if you want to level up this skill, then you want to, and because you already say you're 5-1-1-1, right? And you want to go 5-5-1-1. Then at level 10, you unlock your second skill. And at level 10, then you can go 5-5-1-1. And you can fix your hero, right? So, I hope that explains it. Migration happens before. So, we did migration on the channel. So, I'll explain a season to you all, right? So, obviously, you have your season. You start your season, you drop in, as everyone knows. You drop in Zone 1. Obviously, you're going to be fighting for control to get these behemoths to get all your rewards. And then, as an alliance, you push through into Zone 2. Do the same job, and then eventually you're in Zone 3. So, obviously, the whole premise of the game is to capture all the behemoths, get the rewards for the behemoths, and also to obviously compete against all the other alliances and getting these amazing elite raid frames, right? So if you want all of these frames like I have, you need to compete against every alliance in your server, because the first one to do it is going to get it, which is really cool. So that's all you do in the season, right? And then you hit the end of the season and you get to where I'm at. So what happens is, as you can see, it will determine your division. So you're going to see who your next opponents are with a couple of days notice. So you can figure out if you're going to try and communicate to them or not. And then after this 2 days and 7 hours, you reset. So you do exactly what you saw I do on the Server 15 account. If you missed it, just go back probably about 20 minutes or so. You will see me literally use a old account and go into a new season. So we can try and do it again. Should we try a potluck another one? Let's potluck another one. But then once you've obviously reset, you go again, you know. All your investments you've done, you keep. That obviously all your buildings, your... Here we go. This is what happens, right? A really good gamble. So once you hit reset, this is the screen. So reset comes. You and your alliance have decided you're going to go in Navula, as Jacob says earlier. So we're going to go in Navula. We click Navula, hit relocate. Boom. We're in Season 1 Plus now. And that's how it will work for you guys. Obviously, at the moment, we're still in Season 1 in the game just because of the patch. But as soon as the patch comes out tomorrow, when you reset, you'll be in Season 1 Plus, right? So you're getting extra. And because you're in Season 1 Plus, then you get more, obviously, parts of the game. As you can see, I've not needed to scout. Game, really nice. So you get a load of stuff, and then obviously you go again, right? And as you'll notice, like, my heroes are level 1. But if I have any of my heroes, there we go. My Waldy has still got his skills, you can see, right? So all my heroes have their skills. So you don't have to worry about obviously losing your skills. And if you want to fix a hero like now, and say you want to reinvest into that skill 1 and get a max skill, you can do it. So it's a good game at, you know, learning from your mistakes. And then just to showcase it for you and for anyone, you know, when you're looking at reset, if you go to your Augur Stone, so you know, your little pillar building, this is where you get your rewards through the season. Obviously this tracks the season 2, so you can see how it's going. What you want to do is go to your season and then go to overview. And if you scroll all the way down, obviously this tells you the same thing as I've just told you. You're going to defeat behemoths, go through passes, and complete and control the flame dragon. But then this is the only thing that disappears. So as we said, levels go to level 1. All your skills and stars stay the same, so they do not reset as it says here. You lose your XP bucks, you lose your CP items. Why? Because obviously this is an unfair advantage. If you imagine you're a free-to-play player, you might not have any CP items. But me, who's a low spender, will have a ton of CP. And I'm not even lying, I have a ton of CP on my main account. Like, I've had so much CP just sat there waiting to be used. And that's just because obviously I've not been playing the game for the last, you know, couple of months, like the last few weeks, you know, for this main account. We've been logging in, we've been helping out when we can. We've been making content and making like cool jewel videos and obviously like giving you guys data and stuff. But when it comes to, you know, gaining stuff, we haven't really, you know, been playing. So, but I hope that obviously explains everything too, you know, why there's a season reset and why it's there. And it's just to showcase you guys, like, look how much I've already got 24,000 CP there, plus more here, right? So we've got over like 32,000 CP just sat there. So that's why it resets and gets rid of them, right? So it gets rid of all these mechanics in the game that would give players an advantage over others. So now on a season reset, if you're a whale or a free-to-play player, you're at least on the same foot. The only change, obviously, for a free-to-play player and a spender is, you obviously, if you're a spender, you know, you can go to the store, and if you want to spend, you can spend and obviously get ahead that way. But at the start, no matter what, everyone free to play is at the same level, which is really important. So I really love it. But yeah, your heroes go to level 1 like it says in the thing. Just remember to go here, you can check it out. But your hero levels, if I leave this on screen, you can read. It just resets to 1. And all your hero talents reset. But your hero star rating and skills will not reset, yeah? Artifact levels will all be reset to 1. But their star ratings and skill levels will not reset. So it's the exact same thing, yeah? So any investment long term that's in the game, you keep. But anything that's a short-term, you know, part of the game, that's obviously like leveling up is short-term in their eyes, since every season's a reset. It's, you know, it's a mechanic that allows then more free or fair play in my eyes every season. So I honestly, the more you play the game, and honestly, when you go through a season, I think you'll realize it's not as bad as you imagine. A lot of people see the reset and kind of freak out, but I'm telling you guys, you'll enjoy it, and the more you play it, you're gonna just again fall in love with it as much as I have. I love this game. For Season 1 Plus, can other servers join our server alliance right away? Yeah, so in theory they can, right? So in theory, what could happen is, and it happened in one season before, but your alliance, right, could choose to start in, you know, Kaltia. And then maybe, say you're server 10, right? You're server 10, you start here with your alliance. Maybe someone from server 15 with their alliance starts here too. So it's up to you then. You could negotiate with them, ally with them, and try and make something out of that, you know, server union and go forward. Or it might be a bit of a, you know, friction burn in that starting zone. But again, that's the whole challenge of Season 1 Plus. Season 1 is supposed to be there for you guys to have a home kingdom and obviously almost learn the game and understand the tutorial of the game, right? And then when you're in, after Season 1, you're in Season 1 Plus, which is going to be a merged kingdom. Then hopefully Season 2 might be another merged kingdom, but instead of being on Tamaris, we're going to be on a different map, obviously. And we're going to have different behemoths and different stuff to do. So it's going to be interesting every single time. And that's what I'm looking forward to. So I know everyone who played like Rise of Kingdoms played it at Rise of Civilizations. And a load of us quit because it didn't have enough content and we got bored of it. But as everyone knows, that game became such a monster and a powerhouse because of the amount of content it got added in. So this game is going to be sick. You can imagine from the same support from, you know, Rise of Kingdoms, it's going to go so far. So Server 55 just got the Elite Bear Frame. Congratulations, guys. It's nice to see. What alliance got the Elite Bear Frame? Do servers demerge after Season 1 Plus? Yes, so as you saw. So, this is this, well, I don't know. I don't know if you're going to class it as a demerge, but you could say yes and no. So, this is the end of the season now. So, our season division, again, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, this is the division. This is now demerging, and then it's going to remerge and become 2, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So obviously when this occurs, we're going to be able to see it, because obviously this is the first time this has happened now. So this is going to be live, world's first. Anyone who wants to know, this is the live stream, you're going to be able to see it. So, but for now, we're working on from what we know and what we've been able to see so far, which is really cool. Obviously, this is the start date. We've got 2 days to go. 7 o'clock UTC, so that's 8 o'clock my time. So I'm definitely going to be awake for this. I'm going to get it all ready for you guys so we can, as soon as the new season begins, we're going to be live streaming and we're going to be cracking on. No problem, man. Are you in, I'm guessing BDM in 32? Yeah? Is that what we're saying? Everyone was assuming at some point that Server 2 is going to be going against Server 32, but even though, like, we would love to see that happen, I just don't think it's ever going to happen. This is our top 5, and even like if we minus this BDL, right? But a lot of your BD members, right, are from the beta. I know that, which is really cool. Yeah, 6.5 bill. Yeah, we are tier. I'm tier. There you go. Like last season, say last season, this season, what we're just coming out of, we were, what you call it? We was in TM, but in TM, so at the beginning of the season, as you're gonna see now, they split up into TA and TM. In TM, they were like me, they were Ghost, we had Wayne, we also had, who else did we have? Raven, Kwai came in at some point for a bit, Junny, obviously Meow was in TM as well, and we had a few others in there, Wayne, and that was like and me, right? And that was like the R4s of the Alliance. Even though I didn't really do any sort of like major leadership, you know, for some reason I held some sort of officer role here. I think, you know, it was just more of, you know, everyone likes me, I'm pretty fair, I give good information and good guides, so but yeah, we worked through that, and then eventually, as any kingdom, we all migrate into TA. So then all the basically top 200 members of the family are in TA to get all the rewards and final rewards, right? So yeah, if my server's at Necro Giant at minute, how long till S1 is gonna end? I wish I knew. So let's see if I can work it out, right? This is the Necro Giant layer. So if you could work it out from this. So this is the 4th of April. And now we're on the 24th of May. And our season resets on the 26th of May. So on the 24th of May is when the season ended. So we got our rewards. So that's what, 20? Let me work it out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. So from the Necro Giant, it was 7 weeks. And then after 7 weeks, it's 2 days and 7 hours. So 4th of April, our season ended today, just now. And then the new season starts on the 26th, yeah? Have I mathed that all correct, chat? I think I've mathed that right. Let me know. It's late. I think I've mathed that right. I was using my Windows calendar. So it's like what was it? 6 weeks? 6 weeks, 2 days, 7 hours. And that would be for anyone on Necro Giant currently, right? And that's your season 1. So what we might do, I don't know, tomorrow, if someone in chat, aka Hysteria Trip, wants to, in theory, could we not map out a season? So if we know it's 6.5 weeks from salvation to get to the end of a season, what would, you know, like New Dawn, right? Is this going to be like 12 weeks here? Or Conspiracy, is that going to be like 12 weeks away? And then, do you know what I mean? It'd be really cool if we could work something like that out. So the servers demerge yet, I still merge and go against other merge servers is what I'm getting. Yeah, it's literally it, yeah. So what happens is your kingdom at the minute, as you can still see, we're still merged, right? So even if we go over here, these will be like some other alliances. If we go to the rankings and alliance leaderboard, a BDL was from server 5, right? So this was server 5, and this is server 6. So you had these two alliances that are still here. So at the end of the season, it'll be just gone. But again, we're gonna see in 2 days and 6 hours time. So in 2 days and 6 hours, tune into the live stream and we're gonna see exactly how this new season with all the demerge and merge is gonna happen again. And obviously you guys in 32 are gonna then find out, and then you'll be able to work it out from there. Like, if you want to message Abda, or because I know Abda's in charge in like of the project, or helps in charge of the project, or even Chiz. Bro, if you message Chizko and tell him, look, Sneaky knows the DL on demerging, that'd be cool. Welcome, Server 33. I'm gonna end the stream soon, though. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's almost 2 AM. We've done what we needed to do today. I'm gonna be live streaming again, though. Don't you worry. I've just got to sleep, right? So I'm gonna sleep, have breakfast, do my morning routine, and then we will be live streaming later on. We can go over the, season summary again there. We can do more. I'll be a lot more livelier. I'll be a lot more louder. I'll be a lot more energetic. But yeah, we might shut it down. We've done everything we need today. If you guys ever need anything, just let me know. Always here. I do try to reply, obviously, to my comments as much as I can. And what I'm gonna try to do before the season resets, because I think I've already got them saved. I have saved pretty much all my talent builds. I'm obviously gonna finish them up properly and then do a decent guide, or I might even make them empty, right? But I can make like an empty page and then explain with like 1, 2, 5 talent builds. But I am going to be doing talent builds to upload on the Discord. That's where I was getting at. So we do have a Discord channel. It's in it. I keep saying it's a diamond in the rough because that's what it is. It's like, hopefully you're going to be the one stop for, again, all the info you guys want from me. If you want a talent build, hopefully it's going to be there. And as well, like, my Discord's open for all you guys to talk. If you guys are discussing talent builds, or for example you are testing a build, right? Say you're actually doing some damage testing, there's a forum for you guys in the Call of Dragons section to talk about. At the moment, a lot of you put a load of Call of Dragons like help, like you ask a lot of like questions in there and I answer them, which is really good to see as well. But yeah, if you've got anything, hopefully a Discord server will eventually cater to you, so. You're on the Blood Family Discord? I don't know if I still am. I used to be. Yeah, no, I left it. I used to be in the BD Discord, but then I asked about like being just promoted to a content creator role, just so at least I could, post my videos in the BD content creation, but everyone ignored me, so I just kind of left. I was like, okay, it's fine. There's no hate, so. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the stream. Just hit the like button if you want to support. If you want to also figure out any other way, I'm going to make some commands as well. I'll give you the Discord link. Give me a sec. I need to make commands for a bot and get the night bot or something, so you guys can obviously just type that. There you go, if you want it. There it is. Yeah. I don't know. Alright, hold on. I'll add you now. Before. Yeah, because it was one of them things, like, I'm not, like, mad, right? Because obviously, like, I try to speak in Chisgo's chat, but obviously that chat's crazy at times, so... Ooh. So I can imagine, you know, him not seeing anything sometimes. But it's like, I'm in Echo's chat a lot, you know. I'm a mod in Echo's chat, and I'm a mod in, I think, Shinchi's chat as well. I'm in a mod in 2 different chats, I know, for a content creator, so... We're making a name for ourselves one day at a time. But obviously, I won't be able to do it without you guys. We will quickly add you before we go though. Just stay on track. Alright, I've just added you now, Big Papa. That is going to be the end of the stream though. Thank you for all of you guys tuning in. Honestly, you guys are honestly the biggest MVPs. Hit the like, hit subscribe. If you want to join the sneaky army as well, like Jacob has, you can get the shiny badge. Eventually, we're going to try and make our own, you know, cool logos. You can obviously get emojis and all that type of good stuff too. So it's just a way to support me if you want to try and support me in another way. But with all that said, I'm going to go to bed. It's late. It's 2 o'clock. But we'll be live streaming later on today as well. So keep an eye out. We've got some new content, which is going to be the Stepping Stones episode 2, which is all Archer based. So if you've enjoyed the first one with all the mages, I do the same with all the archers. So look forward to that. But until then, I'll catch you guys later. And peace out.